mean, there's of course many scriptures, but there's one particular prescription there. Turn to Philippians 4. And you ever want to need peace of mind, peace of heart? Turn to Philippians 4. And so, before we get there, for the guarantee, your situations are never going to make your life or break your life. But your heart will. Your heart will overcome your situation. It's not the situation that makes the life there. It is the heart, depending on who you are. I've spoken to billionaires who have no greater joy because of anything they have there. Their only joy, the only ones who have joy, are those who know the Lord. Philippians 4, verse 6 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God, and the peace, the shalom of God, which is beyond all understanding, will guard your hearts and your mind in Messiah Yeshua Jesus." Don't be anxious for anything. That is a command of God. So if you are being anxious, you are breaking a command of God. You're rebelling against God. You're defying God. If you're worried about something, when he says, do not be. Do not be anxious for anything. And again, how many times God said, do not fear? He said, well, I can't help it. We can help it. It depends on what you're going to trust in, what you're going to look at. But in all things, so it says, be anxious for no thing, but in all things. So here, it goes together. If you're anxious for no thing, then in all things, here's what you do. Instead of being anxious, you take all that concern and you turn it into prayer. Bring it to God. Whatever you would have been anxious about, let it be transformed, converted into a prayer life. So you may have not had a great prayer life, but if you're anxious, you've got the raw materials to become a prayer warrior. Just convert it. Your problems are raw materials to make you a mighty prayer person. Let your requests be known to God. And it doesn't just say that. It doesn't just say pray. It says let it be known, but throw in thanksgiving. Now that's radical. And why is that? When you're asking for something, you're worried about something, and so you bring it to God. That's good. You bring it to God and you're asking, and that's good, but too often all we focus is on what we don't have, our problem, and what we're asking about. When you're asking for something, you're confessing, I don't have it. Well, you do need to ask God. But then it says, when you ask God, thank God. What do you thank God for? You thank God for something. What do you thank anybody for? You give thanks for what you have, what's been given to you, but you ask for what you don't have. But now the Bible's making it so radical that when you ask for what you don't have, you thank God that you do have it. You're asking for you're thanking him for what you're asking him for. You're asking him for what you're thanking him for. That's powerful. That's crazy, but that's God. Because so many times in prayer we're praying, but you still could be, you come out of the prayer, but you focused all on your prayer, on what you didn't have, instead of focusing on God's power. I started doing this, and it was so liberating. After your prayer, thank him. Take time to thank God for the answer. It's not that he has to do what you said, but he's going to answer it for your good. So thank God that he heard it. He's going to answer. I gave it to him. It changes the entire dynamic. It's like reversing the electricity from a spirit of want to a spirit of blessing. And guess what? When you do that, when you thank God, you get peace. Lord, I've got this problem. You got to work it out. And you're thinking about the problem. Well, you may not have peace if you just keep dwelling on it. But if you start thanking him for answering, you're going to have peace. It's powerful. The peace of God will guard your heart and mind that surpasses understanding. So you have to choose, what are you going to dwell on? Then the peace of God will guard your heart. What you dwell on will affect how much of peace you know. The shalom of God, the safety of God, the well-being of God, the joy of God will guard you depending on what he's there, but you will only know what you open up to, what you're focusing on. If you're focusing on negative things all the time, how can you expect the peace of God? It says here, what you do affects how much you're going to have the peace of God guard you. In a Proverbs, it says, a peaceful heart or a tranquil heart is life to the body, but jealousy is rottenness to the bones. What's it saying here? Something. What it's saying is, it doesn't say here that having life in your body is going to give you a tranquil heart. It's saying a tranquil heart is going to give you life to your body. It doesn't say rottenness in your being is going to lead to a jealous or bad spirit. It's saying a bad spirit is going to lead to rottenness in your bone. Very opposite. Now, actually, when they said this is thousands of years ago. What's been happening in our lifetime is science is more and more and more and more discovering how powerful, how much your mind and heart affect your whole body. I mean, most of us growing up, that was not said. Now it's all over the place. That how you dwell on affects your likelihood of cancer, your likelihood of heart attacks, your likelihood of many things you wouldn't think. Everything you have peace or not. What the Bible said is true. And the larger picture is that it is not the things around you or your circumstances that determine your spirit or whether you have joy, or it's your spirit that determines your life. I mean, it's God, then you join your heart, and that determines your life. The tranquil heart is going to have a blessing. And the word for tranquil here, interesting, is the word marpe. Try it. Marpe also means the tranquil heart, the marpe heart. It also means to heal, the healing heart. It means to make whole. This heart that's tranquil also makes whole. It's going to have healing. It means cure. It even means salvation. A peaceful heart, a tranquil heart in God brings healing, brings cures, brings soundness to a life. A tranquil heart. One that is not a restless heart doesn't bring any of that. Heart, peace of mind, healing, salvation, all these things. And when it says a tranquil heart in Hebrew, of course it doesn't say heart. The word is lev. Very easy, lev. And lev means not only heart, it also can mean mind. It can also speak about the soul and so on. And it means really the center of your being. When the center of your being is tranquil, all these blessings come to your life. Not talking about what's going on around you. It's the lev. It's what's inside you ends up being far more important than what's outside you. What's inside you is far more important than any problem you have in this world. That's why it says, greater is he who is in you than he who is in the world. And that's why it says we have this treasure inside of us, that we have to dwell on that. Your heart with God will determine everything. Now notice